Joe Pietaro here for Muscle Sport Magazine with your Muscle Sport Minute for the day. This one is brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. This is some great protein isolate whey. It's a nice Dutch chocolate flavor. My buddy Robert DiMaggio always hooks me up with some great stuff from ironmaglabs.com. And just want to talk a little bit about what is the difference between the Muscle Sport Mag columnists versus what you read out in Flex and MD and all these other fucking magazines. Well, our guys really write their fucking columns, and in the other magazines, they don't. I worked for both, in-house for MD and, out of the office for Flex, but one of my assignments for Flex was writing a bunch of IFBB pros columns. Sean Roden, Ben Pekulski for a little while, Lionel Bayecki, Juan Morel, Brandon Ray. I'm trying to think. I had a few and they changed over time. Ben ended up writing his own. I will say that. Ben, I wrote it at the beginning for, but he ended up doing it for himself after a while. But I did a bunch of those columns, and for MD, Ron does pretty much all of those columns, and I used to write the Arnold Schwarzenegger column. Even though Arnold Schwarzenegger could not write for MD. It's impossible because he's on Flex's masthead, but I didn't write it as Arnold, to be honest with you. The Flex guys, I wrote it as Sean Roden, and I did get, some material from them. It was written by me, I guess, with their, a little bit material. I guess if you're reading somebody's fucking iPhone texts as quotes or whatever, or a document emailed on an iPhone, email as they're waiting in line for fucking food or something. I guess you can consider that partially their credit. They got the byline. I didn't give a fuck. I got the paycheck. I didn't care. I got paid for that. I didn't give a shit. I ghostwrite and somebody else getting fucking credit for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting the paycheck. So in MD, none of those fucking guys write their own columns. Victor and all of those guys. I don't even know who the fuck's in there still. It's a piece of shit magazine now. Got rid of Greg Valentino. That's all that matters. And me too, but Greg was the fucking man there. I was just a fucking schlub. But Muscle Sport, I can tell you right now, Muscle Sport magazine, we do write our own columns. Greg Valentino, he wrote his own column in MD, so nobody else could do that. It's even hard me fucking trying to edit that as far as grammar and punctuation and spaces and shit like that, because it's like, boom, it's in your face, and I laugh my fucking ass off reading that every fucking time he sends me it. And Boston Lloyd, I will fix his stuff, grammar and punctuation and stuff like that. Rich Piana, those are his words, man. These are, and Jerry Ward is very good. He actually sends me good stuff. Bill Dobbins is fucking phenomenal too. But the columns that I get, Lee Priest and all these guys, I get it. I'm the editor. I have to fucking edit it and copyright, proof it and all of that shit. But those are their words. I don't sit there and go, okay, what would Lee Priest say about this thing? And what exercises? We don't do exercises. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit what fucking amount of sets some guy does in the fucking gym on fucking arms day? Who cares? That's the shit you read over there in that crap. You don't read that in fucking this. Okay? You read good shit in this. You're going to read fucking entertaining shit in this. Things about the guy themselves, their lives, fucking who would they vote for, like Lee in the fucking election. He's in Australia, so he's not a U.S. citizen. In the new issue with Jerry Ward on the cover, Lee talks about fucking ISIS and Obama and Trump and Hillary and Black Lives Matter. You're not going to see this shit in MD. They're afraid to go there. Fucking pussies, right? And Flex is just a fucking, corporate fucking nonsense. So you're not going to read those stuff there, and that's why they don't have those guys write their columns. They're afraid, and they want it to be fucking squeaky clean and fucking cotton candy bullshit. You don't get that with Muscle Sport magazine. You're going to get what Lee Priest says. You're going to get when he calls somebody a cunt. I put it in there. You're going to get what fucking, Greg Valentino says about shitting his pants and all of this stuff. You're going to get when Jerry Ward talks about going to fucking Mexico to buy steroids and injecting them in the hotel room. That's Jerry saying that. I'm not saying that. So that's why, and Boston Lloyd, obviously, all the steroid stuff, he comes right out and he talks shit about other people in the industry. That's all stuff that black men would be afraid to print that. Ooh, that guy might get mad and not do a photo shoot with us, and the IFBB might get mad. I don't give a fuck who gets mad. It's entertaining. I want my fucking readers not to get mad. That's the whole point. I want them to order the magazine, subscribe, $32 a year, free shipping in the US. You know you're not getting jerked off. You know you're not getting bullshit. You're getting the fucking guys you like. I know you guys like these guys because you fucking say so in your comments and you write down all of these things saying keep up the fucking good work. And I love every one of you that do that. And Greg does as well. So you're going to get our promise to you, Muscle Sport Magazine's promise, you will never get jerked off and get a ghost written column from somebody that's not their own words. If I'm going to do that, I'm not going to run the fucking column. It's not going to be there. I'd rather put a fucking full page picture of some fucking girl bending over on a fucking bench somewhere, moaning and groaning with sweat flying off her fucking ass cheeks. That sounded pretty good. I might do that. You get what you pay for, motherfucker, and that's why MD and Flex suck and MSM is the shit. MSM, musclesportmag.com/subscribe. See you guys next time.